It might. I know the newly buffed Unbound works on Wesker pallet vaults.
Because I think
And
that's what they're using to get that quick vault.
yeah, maybe. And I was actually using Unbound for a while. I was using it on Vecna, and then I realized how trash he was, and then I stopped using him and that build. But it was like, Save the Best for Last, Brutal, or not Brutal, Rapid Brutality, Superior Anatomy, and then Unbound. And it made Shaq playable most of the time, like you could actually freaking get them
Yeah.
there. But after they killed Save the Best for Last by like, Nemesis's infection hit that doesn't even deal damage removes stacks, and Deathslinger's spear simply shooting them loses stacks. I stopped
Yeah.
running that
I,
perk.
I noticed that, like, when you hit somebody with Plague, it used to didn't consume stacks, now it consumes a stack with their
It's
power.
so stupid. How hard is it on her, like, if someone gets infected across the map and loses a health state, does that still lose you a stack?
Um,
Or is it
I'm not
like you
sure. I don't think
directly
so.
puking at them?
You directly puking at them.
God forbid killer using strategy and using their secondary damaging power to conserve stacks on their perk. And they did a disastrous change on Doctor recently where he can't spam shock at the unhook anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like the one good thing he has, oh now that's gone. And they had it in a more recent patch note, or maybe it's the same one, where they said fixed a bug that prevented survivors from vaulting windows after getting shocked by Doctor. You mean his freaking power? You're telling me that was a bug for 9 years? Oh my god, finally. This is like a 5-minute freaking game because how fast the gens go. I'm gonna Hulk out. Or if it's like disconnected, not enough players got through.
Oh, don't even get me
All
started.
these other platform players, I'm scared. What if it's like a 7-man team?
I mean, I just 8K'd at 8-man yesterday,
No freaking way.
and it happened to be
Your
it
teammate
happened
had
to
to
be the
be godlike or something.
no, it was actually my teammates' friends, and I was carrying. We were playing we were playing Spirit Trapper, and I had to convince her to use Trapper.
Does Trapper still have the thing where if he sets a trap near his teammate, they get haste as well?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I still remember the original 2v8 where they were screwed up on spawning the map, like you could almost go out of bounds and crap like that. Like, where does
Oh
this
yeah.
lead? Why is this pallet connected to
Oh,
nothing?
don't even get me started on clipping through the fucking map as an Nerdist, bro. They need to fix these bugs.
Apparently I'm 10% faster while in stealth mode. Oh yeah, I can feel it. But he's still Ghostface, so they're just gonna stare at him to break him out of his power.
Oh, I hear somebody.
Lean, please.
Where the fuck? Oh, I see.
Sprint burst. You fool! Oh yeah, I've gotta pick them up
Hey, we
and
got
then hook
somebody
them.
running towards you.
You got them. They just did this in my face. They're about to do so many gens here.
Alright, 2 gens? 3 gens already gone?
It's bullcrap. And this guy must somehow know. What the crap is this guy doing? And then you just get another pallet. I gotta get this guy, man. Another god pallet.
Where is he?
He's exposed, I've got him. I would use coins to count hooks, but there's... I don't have 8 coins, I only have 4 right now. Wow. Wasted sprint burst. That was the worst play he could have possibly made. Like when we talk about survivors not getting punished for their mistakes, we especially mean in this mode. Wow, a smoke bomb. I'll just basic attack him. He's a bullcrap. Really?
Oh my god, I got it. Fucking
This is killing me. Another 4 wall. Apparently you were there, sure. He was going for a freaking flashlight save even. Wasted a pallet again. There might be one other person in that corner you're chasing them to.
I see it. Okay, no, I don't.
I guess if you see the Laura, we need to kill her.
They are trying to get this main building gen done.
Haha! Failed smoke bomb. That's gonna waste their time as well, trying to get those smoke bombs. Alright, I'm heading to main. Haha! You gotta be kidding me.
Thank you, this bitch needs to die.
Although there's a bunch on this side where I am, the gens.
Okay, I'm right behind
This
you.
one's about to be done. These pallet placements are too freaking generous, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And they're everywhere. Wasted pallet.
Bro, we have Iron Will?
I think there's a class that, yeah, they just get Iron Will for freaking free. Wow! Dude, where's that freaking Orella who's been half-stocked this whole freaking game?
Oh my, nah, bro. Nah, we're not gonna do this shit, bro.
Kill her. I've got these 2 gates, I guess. Don't tell me this is her. Please, man. Give me my power back so I can insta down. She's pushing me off the gate. Just go into the gate you were at. I can get her in time, I think.
There's somebody here.
I'll be able to catch them. Trying to patrol these two other gates. Someone's on this far one, or it's not finished yet. Yep, they're on it. Man, come on, let me stock. Dude. Okay, at least we got that kill. Might even get 2.
Oh yeah, they're coming. Shit.
I gotta try and heal tech all these people.
There's somebody coming. There's somebody over here.
Okay, we gotta find where those cages are. Hopefully it doesn't spawn them like right near a freaking exit. It would. Totally would. Wow, it literally did. Uncaged. 5 seconds later, out.
Unless we don't.
Ah, she's here.
As soon as I left, she came.
Yeah, these guys are all walking out. There's like 3 of them. What a bullcrap game state. Like, how can you let the gens go that freaking fast, man? Because I'm assuming they have the catch-up, slow-down mechanic still in this. I don't even see how many hooks that was. There had to be only like half of them.
Yeah. It just wasn't enough pressure. Not enough people were injured.
Yeah, I'm not playing Ghostface anymore.
That's what I'm saying. That's
What did I expect?
Person, that's the exact person I told her to switch from to go to Trapper. I'm like, Ghostface is not it in this game mode.
I'll be Nemesis, assuming you're not Wesker, it'll be fine, which is still stupid that their cures are freaking combined. And that they had 3 uses each.
For real.
But no, I love these actually decent 115% ranged killers, like there's Unknown and Alien and then Nemesis I play all the time.
I might try Nurse. This is gonna probably go really bad. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, usually you want to play Nemesis with a more normal killer so he can like break a pallet and then the teammate instantly goes through it. But this will be fine. And they finally brought his freaking original Resident Evil 3 skin into the game. Instead of the stupid one with the crooked nose.
He has a nose?
Yeah, and the freaking redesign is like a crooked nose he has on the front of his stupid face. And still those buck teeth that Rosie made fun of.
Yeah.
Which class are you?
Let me check. Enforcer.
Alright, I'll be Fearmonger.
Just for the aura reading, because you get the aura reading when you hit the gen, and the aura reading whenever you injure a teammate.
Yeah, all the classes have different reveal skills that are all about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Fearmonger because you get 5% haste while you're unseen, but then it's going to be like, the survivors are just always looking at you somehow. What other killers could they bring to this mode? I guess Freddy. It would be crazy to deal with the dream world and another killer at the same time.
Who would really be... Pig would actually be kind of crazy.
Yeah. I'm surprised I haven't brought Clown in.
Yeah, Clown would be okay to bring in. They could bring in Demo. Demo will actually dead zone the map really fucking quickly.
Yeah, I like using a shred for that. But just this game is like, okay, I've spent this whole match just breaking pallets and still there is more.
Yeah. But you know, one of the classes allows you to rebuild pallets, so that's probably what it is.
Yeah, I always forget about that. Like, how are there still more pallets? Because they rebuilt half of them.
Yeah.
They rebuilt some freaking strong pallets too, like the no mind game ones on that last freaking map. The ones where it's long sections of junk for both
Yeah.
sides, that's just stupid. I'm not even gonna play Deathslinger while playing as you. We will just lose. Because his shots will not freaking connect, I swear to God. Even on Unknown, who has an explosion freaking hitbox, like that crap barely hits sometimes when it's supposed to. Maybe if they brought Artist into this mode, they should give her base that add-on where the birds spread to whoever touches them.
Oh, that would be
You'll have the whole
lovely.
freaking team running around. Caw,
Yeah.
caw. I remember, I think there was a time I was playing and me and some teammate were trying to lock or tech the birds, but we had perfectly mistimed it to where when one of us went in, the other was coming out and caught the birds from the last person. It's crazy the killers that people will say are still problematic, quote unquote. Like they're like, isn't Freddy a bit overtuned?
People are still complaining about Freddy.
Yeah. And you saw how the devs were literally scared to like give him good stuff when they did rework him. Like we've increased the cooldown to 7 seconds because survivors were saying that he could spam his power. And I never got the spamming argument, like you're using the killer's freaking power, bro. It doesn't need this huge cooldown in between every time he uses it. Because that's what they complain about with not Leatherface, Hillbilly too. Like, oh, he just chainsaws at you and then has like no cooldown and then chainsaws you again. Like they're clearly not understanding what's going on from the killer perspective. Especially when they're talking about the killer missing them multiple times and quote unquote getting multiple tries to get them. Like, are you not seeing how much time you're wasting by doing that to them?
Yeah.
They still want to complain from that situation. And it's funny because recently there was a forum post that said I switched to playing a solo and yeah, the biggest drag on the experience is bad quality teammates, and that's getting tons of upvotes, and some guy who replied who said the same thing is also getting tons of upvotes. But when I say it, bad take.
No, I mean, that's the main issue with solo queue. How could anybody disagree?
I think they recognize my name and all the killer side stuff I say, and so they just downvote me when they see me. Like, matchmaking needs fixing. Downvote.
Literally be like, it's my birthday today. Downvote.
Someone had suggested, like, why isn't there any underwater killers or whatever, and they showed a picture of freaking Jaws or some crap, and it's like, that crap is never gonna be a killer. But you can have a water-based killer, like not a merman like Aquaman or whatever, but like a fish man with the gills and the face and all that. Or like Captain Cutler's ghost from Scooby-Doo, the diving suit. I really like the diving suit killer idea. And I actually have like a small concept lined out for it. Like maybe the map could go underwater for a time after his abilities fully built up or something. Like Dredge's Nightfall or whatever. So it would be like a temporary thing that slows the survivors down because they're underwater. And then the survivors could like find drain plugs or something on the map that would make the water go down faster or something.
And then they could probably leave puddles to where they could teleport to.
Or if we went for a more fishman angle, then the place being underwater would speed him up instead of slow the survivors down. Because he could like swim instead of just walk. Not the freaking Aquaman movies swimming speed where they're charging at each other going Mach 5 and crap underwater. But, you know, slightly faster.
Movie gay.
Yeah, getting launched from between MacGyver's pecs or whatever that guy's name was. Hasselhoff.
I don't understand why these wait times are so long. We just need 8 survivors. Like, you're telling me within the last 10 minutes, 8 survivors have not queued up?
Yeah, apparently the ratio is so bad that even needing, 2 killers for every 8 survivors, it's still not enough. But this happens every time this mode comes out. People just want to play killer a bunch.
Yeah, because like playing survivor in this game mode is kind of boring. Like, you can't use the perks you want, and then you just have 2 teams.
Well, I like the Windows and Sprint Burst class, and I like looping killers with the ridiculous setups with like just chained TLs and the God palette and the filler palette and the 2 more filler palettes.
Until you get double teamed.
Yeah. Because in theory, double teaming the survivors is like a completely game losing strategy. Like, really, you're just not pressuring the other 7 survivors just to go for this one person.
Yeah.
But these teammates are inefficient enough to where they actually allow that crap to win. Like, just the few seconds in that one match where me and you were chasing the same guy, we probably wasted like crap tons of time.
You played Blight, right?
I play a bit of him. I don't know, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just wondering if you play any like movement speed killer like Blight or Wesker.
I play a bit of Wraith, I play even less of Wesker, but I'd rather play them than freaking Blight. Like, he's so hard to control on console.
Yeah, I tried him out once. To be fair, it was my first time ever using Blight, and they put me against a literal team of P100s. And I was just like, fuck this shit, bro, I'm never playing Blight again.
Yeah, playing without his speed add-ons like at all really opens your eyes up to how little he actually has. Because he's one step below Nurse in that she can just ignore pallets and all that, and he still has to contend with them and windows and stuff. So he's not, unbeatable, or he can do something that you can't do anything to, except for when it comes to PC players and their flick techs and crap like that, which they shouldn't have because it breaks the turn limit. Because the counterplay, and this goes for Oni too, the counterplay to those killers is going to dead angle the killer, where you like made a super sharp turn or went around some obstacle or loop where they can't possibly get you from. It'll take too many bounces or too much turning. But when you can just flick your mouse super hard and break into any possible angle, well then it just doesn't matter. And that's what makes those killers seem broken, and why that needs to be addressed, not just nerfing their baseline and making them even more unplayable for consoles.
Yeah, that is exactly the only issue.
Like, I loved playing Oni when I first started playing him, because it's like, wow, this guy is actually cool and actually strong. But then I kept going against survivors where, like, I would land maybe one freaking use of his power in the whole match. Because it's like, what is the hitbox on this crap? And then the thing the camera does where it like looks up in the sky for half a second and then you're looking at the ground like you can't even freaking tell where the survivors are when you swing.
Man, that's nurse. That's literally nurse. Like a lot of times I blink so on top of the survivor that they're like POV tagging me.
Like you're inside of them or some crap and they just
Yeah.
disappear. It's like, oh, could have hit that, but I didn't know they had zero sound and were inside my body.
And then it's like my
So
biggest
I can
issue
hit
with
people over pallets. I can hit people over windows.
like
What about those
90%
tiny
of the-
rocks?
Yes, like literally, it's the rocks, bro. Because it's not even funny, man. Like they get to save so many pallets, even though they do nothing, because all they do is run around a fucking rock.
The same thing
And
with
it's so
Huntress,
big.
same thing with any killer. Like those loops are just safe enough to where, oh, I pre-dropped it, now it's a 50-50 at best for you, killer, and if you guess wrong, then the whole chase resets. Or you have to get to Bloodlust 2 just to freaking get me there.
That's why I just now realized, like, I knew all reading is good, but I didn't understand why it was like super good on Nurse, because it just doesn't allow them to do like, it doesn't allow them to do bullshit because they just don't know you. They don't know you're coming at them.
Yeah, misdirects and line of sight shenanigans.
Like, oh my, that is every survivor I chase. As soon as they see me, they literally immediately break line of sight like 3 fucking times. Like, they make sure that there are at least 3 walls between me and them. It is the most infuriating thing ever, bro.
Same thing when I play as Hag, like, oh yes, of course, every single match I go against 4 people who know the exact counterplay and crap. But that's probably, I don't know what Gemini does to run those nurses so freaking hard, like he's breaking line of sight, or his movement is just that erratic and unexplainable that he confuses the crap out of them and they never get him.
I used to play with him in custom. He can't beat my Nurse, which is saying something. But yeah. Yeah, he's just got really erratic movement, and he's definitely not afraid to stealth it out. Like, you know this, he will stealth you out. But where I usually catch Gemini is he'll like try to use some window, and like I hit those. Like I hit through windows and pallets. Like those are free hits. But run around the rock, and I will never get you, legit.
Same thing when I'm playing Deathslinger and it's like, oh yes, of course, having to turn around this one box or rock or some crap that doesn't even have a pallet at it like 15 times just to catch up to them.
I know exactly what I need to work on. It's blinking twice in quick succession to like curve around the rock. Because a lot of the times I won't be able to see them, so I'll like get a glimpse of their forehead over the rock, and then I'll blink to the other side of the rock where they're at. Well, really, I should just blink twice and not even hold it to blink through it, and just go around it. Because once you blink to the other side, they're just gonna double back.
Yeah, I just have no interest in playing Nurse or Blight because like they're just the top killers and I want to be good with multiple killers, not just them.
I feel that, but I just want to be good with a few killers that take skill. Like, despite what people think, Spirit takes hella skill. She does.
Yeah, because they're just like, you put on good headphones and then no contest.
No, it is not that easy. It is so much that you gotta get used to. Because I don't think people realize this game purposely makes it harder for you to hear survivors. Like, they are always fucking with the audio.
Yeah, it's been like that for years. And that's why I could never get into Spirit or Nurse or Dracula with bats, because like, can't freaking hear them, or I'll think I'm hearing them close and then they're far, or they're this other direction and they were actually the other direction. Like Dried Cherry Blossom or whatever the one is that shows Killer Instinct, that like barely helped me.
I'm terrible at that.
Because when you're that close to them and it plays the heartbeat sound from the Killer Instinct, it's just a straight sound like dum dum. Like
Yeah.
what freaking direction is that in?
Oh boy, here we go.
Here's hoping my zombies will like highlight people for us. Maybe they'll.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. They'll be like, who's this person getting chased over here? You blink to them and get them.
Them getting double teamed by Nurse and a zombie.
Although they could just do that on purpose, like take an infection hit from a zombie just to get a sprint burst against you.
That's great. That's great. Because you know what that means? They're leaving the fucking loop. If they leave the rock, they're dead.
All these healer classes, bro. Like, we cannot afford to play hit and run this time. I hate that it seems like... Yeah.
I was about to say, I wasn't planning on playing hit and run. That's not how I play as Nurse. That is such a big... Like, because they're just going to heal up. That's why I say people that, like, make sure they're injured, like Legion, would be really good for Spirit and both Nurse.
Yeah. I guess I was gonna say no matter what combination of classes the survivors seem to bring, it's always useless on the survivor side, but when you're playing as killer, oh, it worked out perfect for them.
Yeah.
Just all the gen people were on gens the whole time, all the healers were healing. I see people at Harvester. I'm going to Shack where my zombie is.
Okay, they hop. Oh, what?
Yeah, I saw a crow fly at
We
Shack.
got the double back. I like the double back. Yeah. Running edge map, break line of sight. Oh my god, bro, it's. And then here we go, running around this fucking broken ass loop. Oh, thank
Ooh, I
you.
got that infection hit.
Okay, she's running up here. I got you here.
This is good. Like there, I could barely freaking hear.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
And then when I took a swing at her, she like somehow spun 360 around me and I somehow hit it. You gonna kick that?
Yeah. Do you
I'm
see
going
the
to my
already
aggro.
too?
Oh, they're at
There's
main.
somebody over here. There's somebody right behind you.
I'm gonna go for this injured girl. They're about to rush this crap. Wait, how am I tier 2 already? That's awesome. Oh wow. Just baiting my freaking tentacle and crap. Just on the tip. Someone was literally here to pallet save.
Yeah.
They're freaking everywhere, man. This guy is really doing a freaking white glyph challenge. No, that's a snowball. Or not the smoke bomb. She just wasn't looking behind her because I was getting that speed boost. Wow. They just perfectly know how to bait freaking pallets, bro, when you bring your tentacle. It's probably people at Shack. Yeah, it's like halfway done.
They're all of them.
Where the crap are they? Dude, this freaking smoke
They're
bomb
all
is
over.
ridiculous! Where's the gin? It blinds you so hard. Wow. Guy just teabagging because he knows I can see his aura. We're like dead here, I swear. They just wait to be hit around the corner. Oh god, the sounds are bad. Free hit for no reason.
Bro. It's just too much shit in the way. Oh my god, if they would have hold me on that hit, I would have been so fucking pissed.
Oh my god, they're going for body blocks already too. I'm going for her. I think I've hooked her already.
Hattie?
Oh my god, dude! They've got to be on comms or something. They were both medics and they both used their healing perk mid-chase so that they both got healed. Yes! Finish him. Tier 3 now. Ooh, those flicks. Oh, of course. He just doesn't make a mistake at this loop. Wow, two TLs into each other. How fair. Finally got him. I guess the Yui, if you see her. Come on, zombies, frickin' do something. I'm not doing crap.
You're not even good, bro.
They're probably at main. Oh, she's just leading me to nowhere.
So slow.
They just keep leading to nowhere, man.
Oh my god, bro. Are we serious?
She is running to the worst freaking loops and it just doesn't matter. Tried to lock her tech. Please tell me she's dead. Okay. Freaking middle gen. It's starting to get blocked. That stupid mechanic. What? Dude. I thought she was already infected. She had blue on her. Dude. Just keep her on middle gen when you can. Wow. This FOV tech is bullcrap. This gen's on like nothing. She gets a free sprint burst from her stupid teammate's perk. Gotta slug him because this guy's dead on hook. He's more important. Now they're here for a pallet save, aren't they? Saved. So freaking dumb. I'm guarding main right now. Oh wow. They're just everywhere at once. The Yui, if you see them, the freaking Yui.
Dog, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my
Any
God.
hooks on the Sable? They just stayed infected the whole freaking match, man. Please pick him up. I quit the crap game.
Dog, this shit needs to stop, bro. Fuck on the ground. I'm coming for you next.
You're just running around with my cure the whole time. Cancel my pallet. Dude, they're trying to coordinate their freaking insta heals. That is so overpowered. Hattie should be dead from that.
Hold on, stay there. There should be a survivor coming.
Where did their scratch marks go?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, my zombies were freaking nowhere. They've been in that same area the whole match. Magic disappearing scratch marks. Yeah, you got lucky that we didn't get the right hooks. That's the only reason you got out, because you got hooked twice. I'm still going on my assumption that that was like a 7-man, because they seriously insta-healed each other in chase.
They tried to get a flashlight save like only like 3 times, and every time they failed. Like, single time. Not a time did it work. Oh, we're playing Legion?
Yeah, I guess the way to beat them is to just play as the killers that they complain about so much that are apparently annoying and super strong. Oh!
I'm telling you, it's definitely a good idea because Legion Spirit, they just got that synergy, bro. Legion has everybody injured, but it doesn't matter for Legion because you still can't catch them. But Spirit wants everybody injured, and they just go down.
Also, are you able to tell what the crap is going on with these new quest menus and stuff? Like, I press left on the D-pad to go to where my dailies would usually be, and it brings up the freaking tomes.
Yeah, I usually just manually press it on the side. I don't even use the D-pad for it.
And then pressing right, whereas before it auto opened up the killer backstory and stuff, now it goes to your inbox and crap. And then the quests themselves is like 4 different options in that menu. And then below the completed ones is like the other ones you haven't done. It's so freaking confusing.
I don't even look at them, bro. I don't think I've actually chosen a quest or looked at them. They just get done. Like, I just play and they're just done.
And apparently, like, look, they're not here anymore. Like, there's weekly quests. That might be what the milestone ones are. And like, if you don't do them that week, then they reset and you just lose on the chance to get those freaking rift fragments and blood points.
I feel it. This is the one where we're gonna 8K.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty freaking bold with Legion in this mode. Like, I will be moving so fast, I will try to go cross map or like circle back to the person who healed their deep wound to freaking get that 8-hit down or whatever it is.
Nah, the strength of these pallets are actually insane though. It's like, bro, the most survivor-sided pallet. Literally every 2 pallets.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you screwed up and didn't stun the Legion, so now you get injured. Doesn't matter, because now the next 3 people can do the same thing, and they'll probably succeed. Because there's just so many pallets still up that you can throw down. Plus they do like the freaking teleport into the pallet stun animation crap for years. Like there's some survivors who are so good apparently that like they're never going to drop the pallet unless it's stunning you with it. Like, oh,
Those
you
are the type of
respected it, I
survivors-
keep running. You don't, I drop it.
Those are the type of survivors, though, that low-key lose to killers with bad ping. Because those are the type of people who get hit through pellets.
Although True Talent made the argument back in the day, like, people complain and say, oh, that's bullcrap, they shouldn't have hit me around that corner or at that rock pallet or whatever, talking about Huntress. And it's like, yeah, but you know the timing well enough at this point that even though the connection wasn't perfect right there, you know you probably should have been hit anyway. Are you in Rosie's Discord server at all?
No.
Yeah, I think I got them to agree that, like, no killer should be 110% at this point. And the standard should probably be moved from 115 to 120.
If Kaneki can be 115, Spirit should definitely be 115.
I just really hate his fail state on his freaking power. Like when something was just out of range or it's too close or something, and so your tentacles despawn or some crap and you have to like wait a second before they come back. It feels horrible. And I believe I started echoing. Yep. I need to bring Candyman to this game.
I mean, I can see that, but
We just won't be getting voice acting by Tony Todd anymore.
why not?
He passed away.
Oh,
I think that most recent Final Destination movie was his last one.
the one that just came out?
Yeah. They did his character dirty in freaking Star Trek. Like he was in there for 2 episodes or some crap of The Next Generation, and then they bring him back for an episode in Deep Space Nine just to kill him off. Or he's not dead, but basically. Man, if they allowed perks in this mode, people would just be bringing Enduring and anything to get rid of pallets quicker, like non-stop.
Yeah.
Because they're freaking everywhere. I think that's the main issue with people complaining about how supposedly killer-sided this mode is. Like, what loops are you freaking running, man? Look at all that you have.
It's more so that, like, when I play, there are never any pallets. Like, I'm always in the dead zone.
Yeah. Do you use the class with windows?
Yes. I guess people just run the pallets and just throw them.
I've concluded, like, after the second iteration of this mode even, that you just need sprint bursters, healers, and maybe like 1 or 2 scouts. I don't really see the value in the Jinn class just because they go so fast anyway.
What, does a Jinn class get a burst or, like, do they get, like...
I think they get
fast
higher
against
progress on Jinns for hitting great skill checks, and then they have that boost that they can activate that goes on cooldown over time. Which I forget the numbers on it, but it's basically a Jinn boost for them and their teammates for a time. But I'm guessing some people who are probably the ones to be complained about are like, The team's not good enough. Let me just bring the gen class and surely the gen's going fast enough will fix it. Which I see the line of logic there, but again, they're probably the ones that they're complaining about. I hope that Five Nights at Freddy killer is good.
I feel like he's gonna be a jump scare killer. I mean, he has to be. It's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. Someone had made, like there's this channel on YouTube that did like fan-made killer concepts and stuff, and did like whole fan-made trailers for them and stuff. And I think for the one with Springtrap, which is the killer we're getting, he made it kind of like another Wraith, where he comes out of this like demanifested mode and then hits them or something.
I'm interested on how they're gonna do this. Like, what are they gonna do? Is it gonna be like another night where like they patrol, and then if you get caught, no, because that's just night. That would
It's just gonna be the one killer, I'm guessing. But there was a screenshot they shared, possibly a Five Nights at Freddy's map. It would be very disappointing if they didn't have that. In fact, I think people were saying they were disappointed because it was going to be an outdoor map instead of, you know, the freaking building.
Right? I get it, because I'm like, nah, this is guaranteed gonna be an indoor map. If they like bring a map from Five Nights at Freddy's, that would only make sense.
And I never understood the fuss about indoor maps, like, woo, Ghostface and Scratch Mirror Myers are stronger on them, so what?
So is Nurse.
Because it's always the survivors complaining about it. It's weird that it's not more from the killer end, like, oh, I can't do anything on Larry's with Blight or Hillbilly.
I know what it is, man. I cannot use Nurse in this game mode because that... Let me tell you why, what's messing me up. It's the fact that they have everything but the 20% more time before you succumb to fatigue. And with the Nurse rubber banding and like you getting FOV tech by them, like you blink and then some random shit happens and then it's like that's why it's good to have the longer time to hold your blink so you can like